right. This it looks like it's a 2 questions on here. It says Eric studied for a period of 17.5 hours for a period of 4.5 days. How much did he study a day? So it looks like we're finding the amount of hours he studied a day. So that sounds like a rate, kind of like miles per hour or something. But in this case, it's going to be hours per, and per means divide, day. And this is specifically, it wants to ask per 1 day. Okay. So we want to somehow figure out how many hours in 1 day. Okay. Well, I notice if we want to do division, we need the hours on top and we need the days on bottom. Okay. So what happens if we divide 17.5 hours in 4.5 days? Okay. Well, what happens if we divide 17.5 divided by 4.5? Let's put that in a calculator. 17.5, put it there, divided by 4.5. Looks like we get about 3.888-ish. So we got 3.88. It keeps on repeating. Hours. Wait, and this thing is not the same thing as this divided by 1, right? Yeah, divided by 1, we get the same number. So notice that, we get exactly what we wanted. We got 3.88-ish, or 89 hours in 1 day. So that's the answer to the first question. And then it says 4.5 is what percentage of 17.5? So a lot of things in English can be rewritten into math language. And then we get into something I like to call happy math land and solve from there. So 4.5, let's write that. 4.5 is another word for equals, or is the exact same thing. Is what percentage, okay, what is what we're looking for. So I'm just going to call X. What percentage, okay, X percent of, and means multiplied, times 17.5. 17.5. And something interesting, remember how I said per means divide? Well, look at that, per cent. If you think of cent, there's 100 cents in a dollar. There's 100 years in a century. So in this way, we're dividing by 100. So let's change that percent to divide by 100. 4.5 equals X divided by 100 times 17.5. Okay, so it looks like now we're in happy math land. We just need to solve for X. Okay, so I want to get X all by itself. X is an introvert. It wants to be by itself. It wants everything else on the other side. So one way I can see we can do that, let's see what happens when we multiply by 100 on both sides. Since the equal sign is making a statement that it's the exact same thing, we have to do, if on something on one side, we have to do it on the other side. So I notice the hundreds will cancel out. And so 100 times 4.5 looks like that's going to be 450. Okay. And that equals X times 17.5. Okay. So now let's, looks like we can divide by 17.5 on both sides. Divide by 17.5. Divide by 17.5. Okay, this one I'll use a calculator. 450 divided by 17.5. About 25.71. So X is about 25.71%. Oh, 7.71. So it's that much percent. And that's what it is.